How this script made it past the writer's room is beyond me. Please excuse the breaking of tradition, but this will not be a spoiler-free review. I need a rant. Written by Simon Guerrier and released in July 2017, The Carrionite Curse is the third story in the classic Doctor New Monsters box set, Volume 2. The script, in my opinion, is not only a discount Shakespeare code, but also an overly long, poorly paced mess of a plot that breaks suspension of disbelief and still has the gall of trying to pretend that it's not a ripoff, but just wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. It's not. The Carrionite Curse sees the Sixth Doctor arrive in a small village in the 1980s that is being plagued by the Carrionites, who spend the first quarter of the story cackling and flying about, causing havoc in broad daylight with no rhythm or reason, almost like they're waiting for him to catch up to the plot. Seriously, this is the longest title in the box set, over an hour long, and it's padded as hell. It's by far the worst story in the series, and that's counting the first box set. The gist of the Carrionites' plan comes down to using stones from now-ruined Globe Theater, where they were defeated by trying to exploit the time paradox of meeting the Sixth Doctor in 1980, when the 10th Doctor will also encounter them again in the Shakespeare Code in the 16th century. But unlike every other story in the classic Doctors, New Monsters range, who simply borrow plot ideas from the television counterparts before spinning them into something new and original, The Carrionite Curse is almost a direct adaptation of the Series 3 episode, with almost every plot point and twist lifted from there. Even the 14th side of the global theater and its importance to the Carrionites' power and how to beat them gets used. So much is repeated that you have to wonder why the 10th Doctor didn't know who these villains were, how their powers worked, or how to beat them in the Shakespeare Code, since nearly all of that is communicated, learned, and used by the 6th Doctor here. And don't say he forgot because the gap between stories spans centuries in his timeline. That's just weak. I'll be honest, I was cursing and ranting at the story so much that I didn't really bother to remember anyone's name, and if I'm really brutally honest, I really don't care. If Colin Baker's wonderful performance can't redeem this story, a bunch of one-off characters have no hope. Lastly, and this complaint should feel lackluster compared to everything else in this review, but this story also does that thing where it tries to convince you that there is genuine paranormal forces in the Doctor Who universe and the witches and ghosts exist. True, this was also used in the Shakespeare Code, but here we get an extra dosage of it since the narrative spans 20 additional minutes. Okay, I'm done. Bring on the score. If you dislike this video, please like it anyway. This was a really rough hour's listen for me. Show your support by subscribing to the blah 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 hell you heard it all before. I'm gonna go to bed now.